going to tie an Antron yarn grub, and I've got a size 10 scud hook in the vise, and I'm going to add some weight to this. So I'm going to take maybe 5 or 6 wraps here of my lead just to give it some additional weight and also shape. So I'll just compress that, take off the butt section, and then I'll take my thread. I'm going to use a white 140, and I'm just going to take 3 or 4 turns in front. I'm going to reach all the way behind and capture that lead, and then I'm going to take the wraps through to really make sure that that lead isn't going to go anywhere. Alright, this is going to have a back to it, and the back that I use is a pheasant tail, and so I'm just going to take my pheasant tail, maybe taking half an inch, 3/4 of an inch or so off of the feather, and I'm going to tie this in by the tip, and so I'll just start to take that all the way down to about the bend, or down past the bend there. The rib that I'll use is just a 3x tippet material, and so I'll just take off maybe a 4-inch section of that, and I'll tie that into the side behind the lead as well. And then finally, the bulk of the body is going to be made up with this Antron yarn. So I'm just going to take, again, about a 4-inch section maybe of my white Antron yarn, and I'll tie that in on the side. Take that all the way down to the bend. Alright, now when I'm here, I'm just going to put a whip finish or 2 behind the eye just to make sure it's not going to come loose on me. Alright, and now I can just start to wrap this yarn all the way up through. So just nice even wraps. I'm going to put a belly on this around the lead, so as I get to the lead, I may start to give it some additional volume. Then I can kind of taper back down as I get to the head. And then I'll just tie that off. And trim up the excess. And again, I'm a warrior, so I'm going to put a couple of turns in there to make sure that that's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to readjust my hook just slightly just to give that a better hold. And I'll just take this pheasant tail all the way up on the back and just tie that in as well. You can see how that looks from the top view. Okay, now while I have that, now I'm just going to take that 3x tippet that we tied in earlier and just start to make these wraps all the way up through the body. And then when I get to the head, tie that in. And I'll pick everything up And while I have it there, again, whip finish. And I can trim all that material away. And now, where that material was, you can see there's, just a little bit of that shining through. So I'll just maybe come back through and clean that up. And then final whip finish of the fly. And trim that off. Alright, now that I have all the material in, I'm just going to come through with some Sally Hansen's Hard as Nails, and I'm just going to coat the whole body. Be real generous with the application here. This is going to make it a lot more durable and hopefully take the abuse of all the fish you'll catch with it. So I'll just put a good coating on that. Make sure I get the threads on the front. And that's all there is to it, besides a lot of whip finishes. That is an Antron yarn grub.